But thank you for joining in, and welcome back to Boltgun, of course. And for those who don't know, I know that Draw had posted a little bit earlier, and I think it's worth re-posting it as well, that we do have the dares that we have ongoing right now. We have a giveaway for some game keys we have ongoing, pursuant to, or conditionally upon the completion of certain achievements, or dares, as dare drops call it, because or dare drop rather, because dare drop is this service that streamers can utilize where they can, in my case, I was able to get a key for this game, and also signed up for some dares where I can unlock additional keys to give away to you, any viewers that wish to try this game for yourself. So it lists all of the dares in the comment that's in the chat there, that little dares command. It's got all 3 dares that I have active right now and their conditions, and once they're fulfilled, we'll do a little giveaway. And if you're lucky, you might be able to walk away from tonight's stream with a sweet ass key for this game, or possibly Atomic Heart. We have 1 key for Atomic Heart as well. It's the bolts or tiny rockets. Gotcha. How can I join into the giveaway? So what we'll do when the time comes is that I will add a channel point redemption that costs like 10 channel points, with a quantity of however many keys we're giving away, and we'll do it that way. We'll do it from the perspective of people like being able to redeem the stuff. That's probably the easiest way to do it. That way it'll show up in my dashboard as like person redeemed the thing. Make it nice and easy. And also then we don't get into the question of how sometimes I've seen this happen before, where on my end, if I'm doing like the first thing I see kind of thing, like the first name I see, on my end I might see one person's screen name first, but on another person's end it might show up in a different order. So doing the redemption is like a more objective way to see how it all go. What's up, Liberty? It'll be in the stream. It most likely will be in this stream, because this is level 5 that we're on right now, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this is level 5. And we will be, one of those achievements is to complete level 8 using only Boltgun and Chainsword. And then I think the Grav Gun is probably not too far after that, and I'm guessing that Lord of Change might be the boss for that level as well. So I think all 3 of those dares will get matched pretty soon. Like pretty close together, that is, but not for a couple levels. So of course this level, I can be as silly as I want to. I don't have to be using only certain weapons. Speaking of which, actually, oh yeah, I have this thing too. How did I forget about this thing, which is really friggin' good. It's like a little bit overpowered, and I'm not exactly complaining about that. The heavy bolt gun is, I mean, I was warned ahead of time. The heavy bolt gun is going to be very sexually pleasing, and it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Similar to Metal Hell. Yeah, that game is also on my radar. I've heard that is also a very good one. I was kind of dubious about it, because I know it's like a rhythm-based shooter, and I tend to get a little bit dubious whenever there's any kind of game that kind of blurs the lines of genres like that. Like, you know, kind of stick with one thing and try to specialize versus trying to do everything. Like, that's usually the philosophy I tend to go with, but apparently Hellsinger's super good. The game, at least. But yeah, the heavy bolter is really sick. There's some crashed machinery, or was it like a crane, I think, yeah. For people who know this universe well, they would probably recognize some of the world building when it comes to the background objects. I don't know, what's this? We have more friends. Let's plasma these bad boys. Yeah, some of the world building stuff, some of the background items, and the technology significance of certain bad guys, and what they mean, and where they came from, and what elder god they're attributed to. Using the plasma against these guys is a little bit tricky, because you have to kind of fire a little bit off the crosshair. They're very narrow targets. Yeah, the heavy bolter is really, really good. I'm quite a fan. Handgun, if it doesn't weigh 100 pounds, I mean, apparently the heavy bolter is heavy not just because the bullets are heavy, because the gun itself is a thick, juicy boy. I think somebody said it's like 150 pounds or something like that, or I guess 100 pounds at least. It's a juicy fella. Also, I like to look for secrets. I know it's probably kind of slow, like watching me look for every little nook and cranny. I'm not gonna get everything, obviously, but it's like I want to try to do my due diligence and looking for the obvious areas where things could be hidden. So I try to be fairly comprehensive if I can help it. And also, the movement in this game is so satisfying. Just jumping around and being a boss is pretty satisfying. These containers sometimes will have stuff in them. Especially the ones that are colored differently. Those might be special. Yeah, the movement is so satisfying. The stompy noises are thick and juicy and crunchy. Everything has just a crunch to this game, and it's wonderful. Yeah, 150 pounds when it's empty. That's not even including ammo. There's stuff over there. Sure to build lots of contempt. Usually I try to avoid having contempt for those around me, but in this case I think I'll make an exception. I was actually thinking bad guys would start to pop in. Let's have the shotgun ready. This is a pretty small little arena. So I want that thing. Rip. Let's do it this way. It's like we kind of came from this side. There we go. I wonder if I can make that jump. If I can just, here, if we do the sprint. There we go. Oh, too much. Oops. Nope. Jump. Secret discovered. Oh, and we got some friends to help us celebrate. Oops. These flamers are kind of annoying, but they are pretty susceptible to melee, and that works just fine by me. Sometimes you gotta bathe in the blood of your enemies a little bit, just as a treat. It happens. What's this? Or contempt, just what I need. And this is a dead end, to be clear. Yes, yes it is. And yeah, I know a lot of people have commented on the movement in this game and how wild it is, the fact that you are simultaneously this big hulking meat man of a fucking monster, but also are super agile. It's pretty nutty. It's shocking how quick you move, how high you can jump. It's a very good combination of different kinds of satisfying things. Aspiring champion, you say? Well, we can end your aspirations quickly. Hold on, what's the button? There we go. Pretty sure there's like a knockback that's happening. Oh, he lives again. Chosen champion. Look at that. His aspirations were answered. He was chosen, but that's okay. We instantly vanquished him before he could even realize his deity's aspirations. That's good to know. When you drop those guys, there's a chance they'll just come right back up and have a round 2. Good to know. I'm also using that gun a lot. I don't have a ton of shotgun ammo left. You're right. We'll use that instead. Got a direction that way. I think there was also a path here, potentially. So it's a question of which is the correct direction. Oh wait, this is where we came from. Oh, I didn't realize this looped around. Okay. Obliterate them. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. So all the more reason to fucking give them to death. Oh, I missed. I didn't miss that one. I was telling my wife earlier, she's usually a little bit more of an early bird than I am. She likes to go to bed a little bit earlier, and I tend to be more of a night owl. So 9 times out of 10, she goes to bed a little bit before I do. And so I went upstairs to to tell goodnight before I started the stream. And and she was like, "Yeah, what game you playing tonight?" And I was like, she's not a huge like video game person. She likes nerdy stuff, and she likes RimWorld a lot. She likes what I've been doing in RimWorld. But I was like, "Yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a detour from RimWorld so we can do this game." And I was telling her, yeah, I was like, if you hear extremely loud celebratory noises of like, yeah, fuck yeah, it's because I'm having way too much fun in this game, and like it's giving me near sexual levels of satisfying experiences with the enjoyable gunplay and the chonky combat. I warned her ahead of time. It's like you might hear like weird noises coming from the basement of me having a real good time with this game, getting real into it, and doing shit like that. Yo, what's up, Whale? And Puzzle, we got Puzzle and Whale in the house. What's up, friends? Good to see you both. There's no fellows over that ways. Still a little bit hesitant to be mainlining the plasma cannon just because that can sometimes get you into trouble. I've learned all too well from first-hand experience that the splash damage of the plasma cannon can be very effective at removing your health and your armor and your face if you're not careful. So in areas like this, I get a little bit nervous. Kind of close quarters situations. This is either before a boss battle or like there's gonna be a battle here. Like the game is being nice to me. Oh, or there's gonna be a purge. Bastion says. Yeah, maybe there's a purge coming in hot. At which point they're gonna arm us up to handle big stuff. Praising of the Emperor, correct. Yes, loud praising of the Emperor. Pledges of allegiance to destroy chaos and all that jazz. So yeah. Hold on, what's he doing? Oh, my little brain friend. We Gucci. I say I know that guy's waiting for me. Glad I have this ready for a very vertical area here. But yeah, close quarter combat for sure. Maybe give a little Omnissiah prayer if the game starts to lag a little bit. It hasn't been too bad for us ever since we turned off VSync. It's been behaving better. But yeah, we did have some issues with it yesterday. Where it crashed on us a couple times, and I had to turn a couple things down. Not that it's that graphically or CPU-ually demanding, but I think it was overloading Unreal Engine, at least on my computer, because I kept getting Unreal Engine error messages. I do hear the audio cuts out a little bit sometimes. I was gonna say that's a very close situation to want some plasma shots their way. Do some infighting, and I interrupted them. Kind of a cardinal sin. When there's infighting, you gotta encourage that shit. Not interrupt them. Let them cook. What is oh, that's a heavy bolter. Yeah, we already have that. Now we got more juice for it, and that's what's up. Good thing, because I use that pretty frequently. It's a very, very good weapon. In fact, whenever I find that I'm full of the ammo, like right now, I need to use it more often. That's how I play Serious Sam as well. Whenever I play Serious Sam, I tend to like... Whenever I find that I'm full on a weapon, it's like, alright, I gotta use this weapon now, because I need to make sure I'm getting maximum utilization. Maximum efficiency. Another outdoor area. See the more guts motions like that. Oh, this has purge written all over it. Yep. Some extra ammo. We'll take it. Of course, I can't see any bad guys from up here. The second I drop down, you already know what it's gonna be. Yep, there she blows. I have a feeling I'm gonna quickly power through this thing's ammo if I use this too much. But at the same time, it's just so satisfying. Whoa. This guy's trying to run away. That's no good. Oh, that's not what I meant for, but sure, I'll take it. Like how the blood of my enemies gets in my way a little bit, makes it a little hard to see. Take that guy out. Yeah, this heavy bolter, man, this thing gets the work. Does the work. Gets the work done. Especially against enemies that are kind of annoying to deal with. Never seen an exalted flame before. That's kind of cool. It's a new one. Got a lot of health. Got a hard time hitting him though. He's out of there. More big boys. Also, I should know better than to fire too early. Fire prematurely. Oh boy, prematurely. Let's move around a little bit. I'm standing in one zone too much. That's danger zone. Of course, they are spawning new friends. There's the eventual exit. That's a regular flamer, not an exalted one. There's a fancy one. There we go. Oh, I'm actually surprised I was able to make that lunge from there. That's satisfying. Chainsaws get shit done, man. Chain swords, I guess. Listen to me, chainsaws. So primitive. Whew. Aspiring champion. We know how to deal with these fools. We give the shit out of them. Oh god. So I'm officially out of ammo for that thing. Not terribly surprising. I'm kind of relying on it a little bit too much, maybe. See if I can finish him with the chainsaw before he breaks away. Yeah, we got his ass. Is that it? Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. More than fight each other, less than get purged. That's right. I gotta take the glory, man. On top of the tower? Probably up here, right? Also, Corey, good to see you, bud. It gets the work and does the work to death. Look at his head. It's tumbling. Oh, it finally stopped. Nope, it's still going. It's still going. Medicine resupply. Also, the heavy bolter doesn't even mess with magazines. Dispenses with the formalities of magazines. Just all raw bullets like the minigun in Doom. Let's climb that tower so we can get some power-ups. Or see whatever power-up I potentially might have missed. Let's not go that way. I'll do some climbings. It's probably belt-fed. That would actually make perfect sense, actually. Much like a minigun, really. That's definitely the next main area to go. It is belt-fed, yeah. Especially since it weighs, like we were saying, it weighs over 100 pounds, even when it's empty, so that's, it's a lot to commit to. Alright, so let's jump up here. I know I left a lot of stuff on the floor earlier. We're kind of held up here for a little bit when things first started going off. Ammo here. Looking for a tower to the right. Yeah, probably up there. I'm guessing that's what that's referring to. Unless there's just something inside of here. Oh, maybe we do actually just follow these stairs then. I thought this was going to lead us to something else. Here we go. Yeah, I should have just followed this. So we already have plasma stuff filled up. We're good there. Yo, what's up, Rogue Jedi? Boltgun, it's good. It's a real good game. The weapon is good, but the game itself is extraordinary. Is deeply, deeply satisfying. Yeah. I'm guessing this is the tower, right? That you were referring to. Liberty, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's Liberty who pointed out the tower. So we got lots of ammo. Unless it's like up here, maybe. Maybe I was supposed to climb on something while I was in that little area. Find the pops after the fight is over. Yeah, yeah, that is oftentimes how it goes for me. It's how it's gone the last couple times. I don't mind that so much when it's a mid-level fight, but when it's the fight at the very end of the level and you can't take the power-ups with you into the next level, I always feel so silly. So it's like, man, I could have used this during the fight, and I could have only used it during the fight. Actually, yeah, what if I climb up this? Oh, it looks like there might be an invisible wall, so maybe that's not where I need to go. What's up, Osa? Best 20. Yeah, it's really good. I was actually very fortunate. I was able to get a game key for this for myself from Dare Drop, but that's actually part of why we're doing the giveaway today, is because we have extra game keys to give away once I achieve certain goals, certain in-game goals. Also, this looks like more purgination zones. But yeah, once certain things are achieved. Oops. There we go. It's got the list there. But yeah, once certain things are achieved, then I'll have some game key giveaways for this game to give away, as well as one game key for Atomic Heart, which might seem kind of random, but it's kind of really just based on whatever Dare Drop has to offer. And now with that, I'm full on armor and health. And pretty full on ammo, I'm pretty sure. I guess I could still use more bolters. Heavy bolters, that is. And grenades, yeah. This seems like an arena for something, but it's yet to... Oh, there's a buddy. Two little fellas. I was like expecting more to spawn after that. Yeah, I find that other than the purges, we need a key. Okay, other than the purges, just standard combat and enemy placements are enjoyable, but not like overly complicated or challenging. So it's like the game is, despite being set to a pretty high level of difficulty, the game is not like ridiculous or anything. It's pretty fair. Those. You come back for that key door once we find it. There it is. That's okay. What's gonna pop up once I grab this thing? A bajillion everythings. Yep, that's about right. About what I'd expected. Ouch. Looks so sad. Ouch. I think his health is low enough we won't be able to break out. There we go. Because that's the thing. It's a lot nicer to have a successful melee kill with a properly tenderized target. No other bad guys spawn, right? Okay. It's a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying when they break out of a melee lock like that. The door is over this way, I think. Yeah. It's not a door, but it's a switch. Oh, for that door. Okay. Big door. And I think I've already been down here, right? There's a lot of blood. I just assume that means I've been down here before. If there's blood and corpses. So I was thinking maybe there'd be secrets. Yeah. Yeah, this is where he came from. Let me just grab those last couple armor pieces and I'll be on my way. Right. Still got a ways to go left in this level, I'm pretty sure. And again, the first, what I suspect will be the first dare to be achieved for the first giveaway will happen once we complete level 8. The caveat is that I'll have to complete level 8 using only the standard bolt gun and chainsword. So that actually will be a challenge, a proper dare even, but I am extremely confident in my abilities. Maybe to even a foolhardy degree. I'm not afraid. Whoops. Oh. A screamer? Oh, these are the usual fellas, yeah. The fly boys. Oh god. Yeah, the flying friends we've seen before. Just didn't recognize from that angle. The Exalted Flamers are just very chunky, very beefy. Yeah, real quick. Where'd that guy go? The smaller fellas are still annoying. Actually, let's take those guys out. This is a little bit of an accurate weapon. Distance needs to be considered. Also, I have grenades. I should be using those things. You've been chosen. There we go. It's just still really well run. It is. That's the thing. Like, I'm really not feeling that that's going to be a horrible detriment. It will be a little challenging just because, like, in close quarter situations, it takes a little bit longer to drop some enemies. And there are some pretty juicy foes. Like, those Exalted Flamers, those take a little bit longer to drop with the standard bolt gun. But there's also the bolt gun specialized ammo. There's grenades that I can use. Obviously, the chainsword. I'm not thinking it'll be horribly silly. I think we'll be able to do it. We do have it set on hard mode. It's not on, like, the mega big dick hard mode, but, like, we're talking, like, medium dick hard mode. So, I don't have it, like, set to the crazy levels. But still, the challenge is to be appreciated. There's the purple key. It does have splash damage. Oh, yeah, the pulse gun. Yeah, you're right. I should be aiming more for the featses. I always like to get the direct hits because they're more satisfying, but yeah, that is probably the more strategery move. A free trip back to hell. I say as I chainsaw their intestines apart and then eat them in front of them. Some of the taunts are pretty satisfying also, like taunting something before ripping its entrails asunder. I got the key. No secrets so far as I can tell. I probably have passed up something, but that's not a huge issue, honestly. Dragging on the floor. There you go. Yeah. That's right. I don't want to show them up too much, man. I'd feel bad. Now, I'm sure that the top tier difficulty is probably pretty spicy. I'm sure, especially given that I've struggled a couple times with some of the earlier level purges, I bet those are even way spicier. But and I leave that shit to the pros. That's more for people who have played this game already, I think, not so much for a first playthrough. Let's crack open the door and see what awaits us. Hopefully it's new best friends. Every time I hear that noise, my little buddy, my little flame friend talking to me, I always think it's like an enemy. Enemies chattering in the distance. My phone ding real quick, by the way. Oh, good. Indie group. I'm in a cyberpunk game, not cyberpunk video game, but cyberpunk tabletop game. We play. So far, we're only playing once a month, but we've got another session coming up in a couple weeks, and I will be hosting actually, which will be nice. My first time hosting a D&D game at our house, which will be nice. First time since I moved in. Oh, hello. I was gonna go investigate what that thing was. A little glowy object. Oh, never mind. It's just grenades. There we go. Black and gold armor. It's from the Black Legion. Luna Wolves. Sons of Horus. Oh, cool. Oh, we're not talking like... when I hear Horus, I think like Egyptian gods. I'm guessing Egyptian stuff is not quite what you mean. It's probably like another Warhammer deity. Fire shotgun thing they do is kind of annoying to avoid sometimes. Oop. Is it offline? Yeah, unfortunately we're not really able to stream it just because it's an in-person game as opposed to tabletop sim. Because I have streamed D&D and Shadowrun games in the past, but those were when we were doing it via tabletop sim or some kind of playing remote option, whereas this is an in-person specifically thing. I mean, people do stream in-person D&D games. It's not like it can't be done, but I don't really have the specialized equipment or setup for it. I have just my one webcam, and my computer's in the basement down here, so it'd be a little bit tricky to play upstairs and have all that, and the audio as well. I don't really have enough microphones to go around or an interface to receive all the audio from multiple sources, so I just don't really have the setup for myself, but it's pretty good though. Like I said, you heard me say earlier that we've played a lot of Shadowrun over the years, and I like Shadowrun a lot. But Cyberpunk is kind of new for me, and I like it a lot so far. So it's Cyberpunk is pretty much similar to Shadowrun, but Shadowrun is magic. I think that's the main differing factor there. Shot the bullets. There we go. Horus is one of the sons. Gotcha. What's up, Silverant? Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. We're playing more of this cool little game, and as always, whenever I see these corpses, I sometimes have the overwhelming urge to turn their corpses into a thick, red, juicy paste. Horus Heresy. It's from the Savour that... Oh, okay. So his role was probably pretty prominent then, if that was named after him. Yellow key? Yeah, we need the yellow key. Alright. What if I just take my red key and piss over it? Would that make it a yellow key in that case? That's probably the next way to go up there. I came from that direction, yeah. The piss key is the next objective. In-person games, exactly. Usually do some online games. That's cool. Do you stream yourself, by the way, Halbert? Aspiring champion, like I said, we shall end his aspirations before they can begin. But it's nice to capture the names, or be aware of the names of what you're fighting before committing to them. Guys, of course, like to explode. It's kind of the thing. Just Matt Mercer, yeah. I know it's kind of a meme for people like when they're playing D&D, especially if they're new time players, for them to be like, but that's not how Critical Role does. That's not how Matt Mercer does it, but. I've never heard, like, of any actual instances where Matt Mercer or Critical Role comparisons have gone awry. Usually it's people that are, they're more understanding to differences between how Critical Role does it and other DMs, that kind of thing. Ooh, secrets up there, maybe? Whoop. Little sparkies. I should run up to it and punch it right a whole bunch of times. Yeah, the Mercer effect, that's what they call it. Yeah, that's the name for it. But like I said, I've never actually heard of any instances of that actually happening. I think it's more of it's an understandable hesitancy that people might feel, but yeah, I've never heard of it actually happening. Or the friends of mine that run games. The real reward is, of course, the ability to chainsaw those guys into nothing. I went for secrets up here, but yeah, there was another thingy. so much up there. Can I climb on this thing? No, I cannot. I feel like there might be something up there. Noita and D&D. Nice, man. Making a Noita themed campaign. That'd be sick. Yeah, especially if any of your D&D buddies are also into Noita. That'd be the ultimate marriage of two cool ass systems. I'm wondering if that's not a jump I can make. The thing is that a doorway? It looks like it is. But maybe, you know what? I think if we just follow this, it's probably gonna loop around there. I bet we're gonna get up there organically. And I'm not really intending to sequence break anything, so let's not try that then, shall we? There we go. Yeah, this is gonna do what we need. What? Go back. Go back, please. He's like, I'm right here. I was waiting for you. Whew, just in time for that to go right towards me. I think one of them went down, right? Go down. Oh, I see you over there. So see if I time it right, we can get the fools right as they spawn. Little blue boys. So yeah, I think this is exactly what we were saying earlier. Yeah. I see these narrow hallways, I think, like, alright, time to funnel them through. I want to backpedal and have them do their thing. So one of them spawn, then immediately fall over. Just fine by me. There we go. Oh, this is what I saw. Oh, one of them did spawn in. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think this is the area we saw earlier, actually. Or it's, well, it's tied to it at least. Could make that jump, but what end? Yeah, no secrets over here. Wand crafting. Oh, yeah, the wand crafting. Right, exactly. Or Hisi protecting. That's actually kind of smart then, yeah. That'd be really interesting if you could homebrew a system like that, Albert. It'd be a lot of work, I'd imagine, but if you could make that, if you could make it work, it'd be sick. Especially if your D&D homies are into Noita, because they would really appreciate the extra effort. I mean, anybody would appreciate it, but if they know kind of the source that you're pulling from, they'll be like, yo, I know this shit. It's dope. And now we're on rooftops, so yeah, this definitely has the potential for, like, cool new things we could find, right? More ammo, that kind of thing. Oh, whoops. Climb this. Oh, heck, there's someone I could stand on that. There we go. Yeah, this to me just smacks of there's got to be secrets here somewhere. There's no way. There's no way there's nothing out here. No, we've definitely been there. The blood trails are a good indicator. Ooh, there is a thingy over there. That might be the only secret, but still a little bit curious. Also, I think if I pick that up, that's like a timed power-up. That like, oh, there's a doorway, I think. Whoa, we can't actually walk up that. Okay, good to know. Oop. There we go. So I can walk up this one though. Okay, good. Okay, we've definitely been there. Again, the blood tells the tale. Paints a picture. else we get? Oh, it's just a lot of contempt. Okay, I thought that was gonna be a timed dealio. Timed exclusive. But also in a general sense, it always is worth, it always bears repeating. You might have saw me kind of ask Halberd like if they stream. I'm always down to like hear about people's projects and their own content creation or their video things they're editing or their D&D games. I always like hearing about that kind of stuff. So I always want to make sure that people know that self-advertising is very much allowed in this channel, if not encouraged, because like I said, I always like hearing about people's projects. It inspires me to talk about my projects too and to work on them. So whenever people talk about the cool stuff they're working on, it inspires me to get cracking on my shit as well. The only thing I always clarify, of course, is I just ask people not to like try to actively draw people away. It never happens. It has never happened to me, at least. But you know, the kind of person that goes like, oh, I'm going live now. Watch me instead. Don't watch Alex. You know, that kind of shit. But again, it's never happened. I've never seen it happen to me. I've seen it happen to other channels, but not my own. So, and for that I'm grateful, of course, because people, generally speaking, know. That's kind of weird thing is not nice to do. That kind of weird behavior. No, I love hearing the kinds of cool stuff people are working on. Love hearing about pet projects, content creation. It's just cool, man. Whoop. Especially because we're all small time creators trying to do our thing. You know, we're all just trying to make it out here. So none of us are like in the big shot, big times. It's not like we have a lot of money in the game, you know, that kind of thing. It's not like it's my income. Not like it's my livelihood or anything. It's just not like the stakes are like even close to being that high. Grab this thing, excuse me? Oh, there was infighting. Once again, I shouldn't have interrupted that. I should have recognized what was going down and encouraged it wholeheartedly. It might be kind of inefficient using this thing against them, but it's also it's enjoyable because very enjoyable because I sometimes struggle to find opportunities for this thing because it's such a non-close quarters kind of weapon. There we go. Shotgun times for a bit. I need to give my shotgun more love. More lovin's. Sharing the passions, exactly. That's kind of how I look at it, honestly. You know, it's like these are all things we do in our free time as a passion pursuit. I freaking broke out of my chainsaw thing so we could flame me in the face, which was not nice. We're not done, by the way. The eerie red glow of the purge continues. Ouch. Worth it. Terminator. Right there. He's gonna let me slap his ass. Ouch. The guy. Oh, I saw the death animation as in slow motion. He's out of there. So the enemies are not completely done, but the majority are finished, and the purge has ended. Good stuff, man. Stuff in D&D is an inspiration. Brought there several. Oh, you're saying like you ported monsters over. Yeah, like so you've already begun the intermingling then of D&D and Noita. I mean, one of the many amazing things about Noita, there's a lot of things to appreciate about the game. But yeah, really creative monsters, like really creative enemies. The bosses are really interesting. A shocking amount of lore to the game as well. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if you wanted to, I think you absolutely could. Based on the source material, you probably could potentially have enough ammunition, so to speak. You could like have enough source material to port stuff over and have it be pretty dang comprehensive. From Noita as a D&D experience. Oh, is this where I came from? To lure enemies under lava. Leaking lava flies. Oh, right. Well, I mean, that's a valid strat in the game, but yes, if that's like a thing in like a D&D game, yeah, that's a perfectly valid strat because lava does a very good job of removing things as health bar, whether the thing be a human player or an enemy. All one the same. I keep underutilizing grenades. I feel like I need to give grenades more lovey-doveys. Proceed to Bastion Interior. So we had to use the yellow key to get into here, so it's not a question of using keys or anything. Probably a big old door I'm looking for. Yo, what's up, Meerkat? Yo, Meerkat, that's right. Meerkat knows about this game, too. In fact, Meerkat, ooh, look at that. I think you were one of the first persons to recommend this game to me. I mean, I'd seen the game prior, but Meerkat was like, Alex, you would like this game. And I was like, oh. I was like, bet, baby. Oh, is this the end of the level? I think it might be. Yeah, it's the end of the level. We still got an extra secret out of it, so I'll take it. It's called Boltgun. Yeah, use them bolt guns, baby. The Boltgun lovin's. I've yet to have a single level where I find all the secrets. Usually I get all but one of the secrets. Time for some forbidden knowledge. What's some forbidden knowledge you guys have? Like forbidden knowledge that you're worried that if the rest of the world would learn about, it would lead to ruin and unrest and rioting in the streets. If you can think of any good forbidden knowledge, feel free to post it in the chat, unfiltered, so that we may gain this forbidden knowledge and we can start rioting in the streets. Meerkat says, I have some, man. Don't worry, Alex. I got you covered. I think of rioting in the streets. I think of that one screen grab from CNN or I don't know, some kind of news station. I'm not sure which one it was. I'm fairly confident the screen grab or the screenshot is photoshopped. It's probably not legit, but I sure want it to be real. Where what they meant to say was people were evacuating on the streets, but what they instead did was misspelled it and said ejaculating into the streets. People were ejaculating in the streets. And I'm thinking, wow, that's a really good emergency, honestly. If that's what's going down, then I wish that were me. God, I wish that were me. Oh, I didn't need to shotgun his corpse, but I chose to do so willingly. See, I think there was something over there. Some living thing over there whose existence we have properly snuffed out. Parmesan cheese and indistinguishable. Oh, well, it makes me a little bit grateful for the fact that I'm lactose intolerant, so that's not my problem, but that is pretty gross. And actually sounds strangely familiar. Couple Liberty says, did you know in terms of... Oh, yes, we all know. We all don't want to know, but we all know. Yeah, Halbert's like, oh, dear sweet God. What have we done? Has science gone too far? Contract with Dahl, you say? Never knows this. I actually don't know what Dahl is, but forbidden chemistry facts on his channel. Oh, Baby Doll, right. Or, yeah, I think that's who you're referring to. A little silly. I had so many not found secrets earlier. I'm trying to correct the sins of my past. It's a big ol' arena. Seems like it'd be full of shit to get down. Shit to get down to. Science hasn't gone far enough, yes. Has it gone too far, or it hasn't gone too far enough? That is the question. gonna go on a limb and suggest that's probably the way we need to go next. Infinite Fusion. Oh yes, oh yes. The Infinite Fusion stuff has been really fun to watch. I've yet to actually play it myself. I have a number of streamer friends that have been playing it, and it looks pretty silly. And yes, the designs alone are something to be appreciated and feared and aroused by, sometimes all within seconds of each other. Sometimes all these emotions hit like real close together. It's part of the fun. And fear. I wonder if I'm gonna find myself getting lost in this level. Seems like there's a lot of different ways to go. Some of them kind of start to look the same as these after a while. We saw that one hallway that looked very exciting. But yeah, it's just got this big kind of cathedral. I need purple key. Yeah, I need purple ones. The weird balls that are left after I drink. Oh my god. That sweet, sweet mozzarella juice. The sweet matze juice. Delicious. Oh, that's what the door... Okay, so we have to use the keys to go through those doors, probably. Oh, hello. Well, I thought we were gonna be friends. He just, like, sauntered up to me slowly. I thought he was gonna be buddies. Making nitroglycerin, making chloroform. Yeah, that's some science knowledge, all right. Yeah, that's some shit that is, I mean, I guess it's probably Googleable, but still. Making Google searches to acquire that knowledge will potentially get you on some lists. It's for science, I swear. We found a couple things. Let's inspect some of these very large doors we saw, because I bet that's going to be next step. It's so easy to get distracted by shiny things to look at. So that door is no bueno. There was that one very ominous looking area that caught my eye. What's this? It's red key, of course. No surprise there. I remember, I think it might have even been Meerkat. It was somebody that pointed out to me this game does not have a mini-map, and that it is certainly possible to find yourself getting lost. But here we go. This is encouraging. Oops. Once again, you've been chosen as he like clears the gap with me, clearing the distance. Some red juicy boys. Shotgun times. Whoop. There we go. I was like seeing the smears of the damned on like the walls and the floors whenever those demon lads are around here. It might be bingable. That's a fair point too. Yeah, Bing is known for being more efficient at getting certain information to its to those searching its depths, plundering its depths. It's not illegal to tell people how to do illegal things. I mean, that's what they do with that knowledge is up to them. By that point, you're absolved of responsibility. You know, at that point, you just pointed to them on how to, you know, on you didn't even give them the tools. You just pointed to them where the tools are located. Still no secrets around here. Weird, there was that one enemy in kind of a dead end, chilling by himself. A little bit strange. Ooh, here we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I'm looking for more of that kind of stuff. These are the fun secrets. Okay. Well, let's go and follow this then, because this is probably the way to go. Exalted Flamers. They have a lot of health. They are very juicy. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but they're chonky. It took a lot of plasma bolts, yeah. We were fighting a regular flamer just now, but the Exalted boys, that's pretty much exclusively heavy bolters. They're juicy. Extra thick. Even the regular flamers are nothing to sneeze at. Single shot for the blue boys. But it's the powered up bolt gun, that is. There we go. Go down. Go down. Whoop. We're out of the fun ammo, which means back to the normal stuffs. Did I learn the strength mechanic? I think I know the general gist of it, where like it tells you strength 3. Like for the enemies we just saw, it has like little skull icons, so they have a strength 3, so they recommend strength 3 or higher weapons. So like the recommendations help for sure. I guess I don't know what the Exalted Flamers are rated for though. Because if they're rated as like a 4, and yet 4 weapons take a lot of juice, then that would be a little bit silly. This area's very dark and spooky. Look at that, we have like technology that's working. Usually we're used to seeing stuff that's derelict and sad. Let's do less damage. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't realize it would just straight up do less damage. Somebody probably did point that out and I probably forgot it, but... Oh, I shouldn't fall down there. That's not a good time. No, I just knew about just kind of in a general sense, like, oh yeah, I'll just not use those things because they're not as good. Good to know that, yeah, it actually pays to pay attention to that kind of stuff then. Whoop. Woo. Oh crap, I was hoping to grab the ledge. Back this way. Yeah, Cup got it. Yeah. The opposite is true for B. Yeah, you'll do way more damage. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I mean, definitely doing more damage makes perfect sense. But yeah, I didn't realize it would be like straight up less effective. So yeah, so it does pay to be astute. What the numbers mean. The numbers, Watson. What do they mean? Probably stay on the top floor. I can help it. We've already been here. Although that's where we came from, so let's actually keep snooping around. Here we go. Yeah, decrease damage and vice versa. Yeah, exactly. No, it is good to point out. I appreciate you both pointing it out to me, because yeah, that the extreme, the amount of which that affects things was unfamiliar to me. It's good to pay attention to these things. If my little hello. And if my little flame buddy warps around, always gives me pause. I have to be like, wait, was that a bad guy warping or like what's going on here? But I think I'm starting to recognize the effect a little bit better. Whereas at the beginning of the game, it made me very jumpy. Whoa, where'd you even come from? And yes, and taunting. Always a good point. Yeah, I don't taunt enough, honestly. It's a function I should utilize more often. I usually only use it when a big thing appears. Like some big enemy thing, but even then I sometimes forget. Maybe I'm supposed to follow my little buddy. Or not. I was thinking maybe he was leading me to something. Let's go back that way, actually. There was another avenue that caught my eye. That also catches my eye just because it's glowy. Got lost here? Yeah. Here we go. Figured eventually we were going to find something. What's that word? Medicaments? What other word does he use? Cogitate? Cogitating. Boop. Praise the Omnissiah. Cool. No record of power regulator, it says. Oh, if I recall, if you fall off the edge, they just respawn you, but still. 45 minutes. That's how it goes with games like this sometimes, man. Sometimes with games like this, it's like, fuck, where's that one door, goddamn, or that one key, or the door that I used the key on. It's because of, yeah, the red container. Yeah, the fuel container's right. It's because they must be red. It makes perfect sense. It's eye-catching. And not only eye-catching, but, you know, for a lot of us, we're trained to recognize the color red as being danger or as being like a thing that is meant to cause alarm. So you see a red container and you see fire next to it, or you see a bullet string next to it or something, and you think, oh shit. And as you should think, oh shit. So it makes sense on a number of levels, but yeah, the fact that it began due to that particular legal mandate in America is interesting. Movies, video games, yeah, TV shows, you name it. Woo. So we got the key now. We're probably gonna find some enemies on the way back. Because now we gotta go back to... Oh shit, motherfucker. So next time I find myself doing not enough damage to somebody or something. The shotgun is strength 3 right now. I should be paying more attention to the numbers mean. How do the numbers look? So these guys are 5, so yeah, that's where we gotta bust out the big boys. Makes perfect sense. Whoop. Oh, I'm not dead. Not who I meant to find. I wanted to find the other guy. Get his ass. And of course that did prevent him from spawning up the little fellas. Let's not miss this little area. Can chainsaw each other off. Hell yeah. So sexually revealing, I would say. Oh jeez. Bit of damage there. Oh jeez. Oh, it's not the right button. Oh, I think he hooked me or something. Yeah, what I was trying to do was that. Grenades down. Oh, hello. Oh, he's dead. Ouch. Ooh, 34 health, by the way. That's very low. 1 health. That's even more low. Let's see if I can go back and grab some health. Whoop. There's like big health thingamajiggies up this way somewhere. Big old health containers in those little shipping container things. Like this. Yes, perfect. Ooh, they almost got my ass. Right as I was turning the corner. Kind of hard to see you guys. The red hue is very cool, but it also is very effective at kind of blocking some of like it like kind of obscuring the silhouettes of the bad guys. I can already see them sometimes. I think they just got shredded by their own homie actually, which is kind of cool. Oh Jesus. damage. Watch out the big guns. Ooh, I am taking some big shots. Damage. Did I just wind up right where I was? Maybe. Another health cache if I can find one. There we go. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. I've obviously been here a whole bunch. Some movement. There we go. I know there's something over there. Plasma gun, fella. I think we got him. Oh, hello. It just spawned more, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what that noise was. Oh, Jesus. Turn the corner, and there he were. Oh, there's you as well. We can settle this real quickly. I never finished this guy off, did I? Oh, maybe I did. Okay. Well, shit. Maybe we're actually good then. Get caught up on chat here. Diesel can be yellow though. That's good to know. Traditional stuff like that. Well, I know that another big one is health packs having the little red, like red cross icon. I think if it's too realistic, or if it looks too much like the actual red cross, it's technically a war crime because it violates a part of the Geneva Convention. I think that's like, it's like a very specific definition, and it's hard to actually, it's harder to violate than you might think, than like the definition makes it sound. Yeah, something about like the red cross icon and like health bars in video games, or health packs in video games. From medium to hard is projectile speed. Enemies do about similar. Yeah, it's, I mean, they're pretty chunky, but it's usually, it doesn't really feel unfair. At least it is yet to, I would say. Yeah, the strength, yeah, it's a little skull number, like skull with a little number next to it. Little arrow to tell you, that's good, yeah. And the crack grenades, yeah, those things are sick for damage. Yeah, yeah, very, very good. The plague toads are probably my least favorite thing so far. Those plague toads are pretty mean. But they're a unique challenge. I don't like hate fighting them, but they are a pain in the booty. But they're an enjoyable pain in the booty, you know? It's the kind of pain in the booty that makes you want to say, thank you, sir, may I have another? You know, it hurts so good. That kind of pain in the booty. Red cross with the right background. Yeah, and there's, I think, other aspects of it where if you have it too realistic, then yeah, it's considered a violation of the Geneva Convention, which by some definitions is a war crime. EDF got, yeah, there's been a couple of games that have had to change things because somebody tapped them on the shoulder. They're like, you really probably should change this because, like, we're not saying they're gonna go after you, but you don't really want war crime purveyor to be on your resume, your game developer resume. It's like, you know what? Fair point. Fair point. I'd like to avoid that. So I'm not gonna go for every little nook and cranny to get every little drop that happened, but I'm gonna scoop up, slurp up even a bunch of things if possible, just because we were zooming around, and I know that this level, we probably still have a lot more left in this level. I'm guessing this is nowhere close to being done. TF2 had something like that too? Yeah, they very well might have. It's not a war crime if you're not at war. Yeah, that's a fair point too. I guess it's like, I guess war crime isn't the right word, but still a Geneva Convention violation is still a pretty shitty thing to have as like a fine print to like a video game, obviously. So I'd imagine most devs would rather avoid it. Here's this area. Here's where we got the red key. We haven't even gone through the door that housed said red key. Let's go ahead and go to the exit, actually, because we've got what we need. We have max health anyway. Now it's a question of, can I find the exit willfully? versus stumbling upon it like a doofus. I feel like I'll be able to find it. Enemy non-combatants, yeah, which is its own kind of fucked up configuration, honestly. It's not a checklist. Yeah. No, the Geneva Convention, it was an anime convention that just happened to like be housed next door to this other big thing that was decided in Geneva that one time. So, yeah, the whole thing is just a one big misnomer. It's just one big misunderstanding. There's an anime convention. This is so stupid. I said it, but so I'm the stupid one, but it is still stupid. Oh, hello. Yeah, so this weapon right here is strength 5. Oh, I see your jewel going there for me. You know what? Well, what's the thing? It's this one. See, he did get chosen. He was on his knees, and I still fucked him up. Let's try that one more time, because, yeah, you guys are right. I should use the grenades more often. Unfortunately, I'm out of nades, because it's a shame you can only have the one crack grenade at any given time. Splort. Lots of fraggies. Fraggy nards. Gonna see if there was another one lying around, but might not be in the cards right now. Did it make it up there? I think it went behind him. Ouch. Some movement up there. Crunch. Oh, hello. There we go. I was gonna say, once I get the proper radius down, we'll be alright. Oh, the movement was from the gun rotating. Deep Rock Galactic. Oh boy. More weapons that are... Oh, perfect. But you're doing it against the bug, so it's okay. Also, Jet, what's up, buddy? To see Mr. Jet. So this is a door that is open right now. Let's explore a little bit, but that's probably the next way to go. Will probably lead to the purple key. Big tasty purple key. Hope it's grape flavored. Excuse me. There have been multiple Geneva. Yeah, I'm sure Geneva has had more than one convention at any one time. Explosives and small arms. Yeah. Excessive suffering. Yep. Yeah, I'd imagine that, yeah, there have been several instances of them, like, reviewing things and trying to like define things that are just like, you know, too cruel and fucked up, like unnecessary suffering. Especially as technology has shifted, because there's always like new weird stuff being introduced to battlefields and whatnot. So I'd imagine that it probably is hopefully is a regularly occurring thing, so they can try to stay on top of that shit before it gets too out of hand. Hit the button. Ooh, what this? More techie things. Test tubes and experimentation chambers. With frag grenades, yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, oh, it is a purge. Yeah, I don't usually think of my grenades often enough. I tend to... I don't choose to ignore them, but I sometimes end up ignoring them until I'm like seeing an instance where I have too many, and I like just the game being like, your grenades are full. It's like, well, shit, they are. Oh, he's gonna explode, right? He did not. I mentioned I really like using this weapon, even though it's not always the most efficient weapon to use. It's frequently a very enjoyable one. Just with how red and gross everything gets. What am I looking at? That's cool. What the fuck? What is this doing to my brain? I think my brain is dividing by 0 a little bit when I look at this. If this was meant to distract the player and have us like look at it for a little bit and have the enemies get caught up to us, then it's working. Woo. Gobble up all the giblets, the healthy giblets. A meat shield for me real quick while I kind of carve through this. That noise was more things spawning, and it sure was. Or these puppies. Go! It's an exalted flamer. No wonder I was doing no damage to his ass. It's done. Actually, is it? I think I'm hearing more noises. Would rather if they were maybe a little bit more rare. Maybe a little bit. I just feel like this game is very generous with its ammo and health pickups in general. I mean, it's not like in some games where things are sparse and you have to struggle. This game is very kind in that sense, which I appreciate. The mind-melting power of the this thing over here. Yeah, it's pretty mind-melting, all right. It's automatic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even if it is automatic, I choose to be extra judicious. As if I just start firing rapidly, then I know I don't trust myself enough to not extremely melt my own face. Look at that, man. I hardly even used my heavy bolt gun while I was in that fight. What the heck's wrong with me, man? And overload them to do more damage, but they might just straight up explode on you. Would rather avoid that happening in this case right here. I mean, I guess if you have multiple Space Marines at your disposal, then by all means, but since I am just one Space Marine, what humble little Space Marine, I think I'd rather try to hold on to my face and other body parts if I can help it. So yes, here's this thing again. It's pretty mind-melty, alright. It's like I'm getting a glimpse into another world, another dimension. It's pulsating too, look at that. Yo, what's up, Farsight? Purge the unclean. That's what we've been doing. We just survived a purge just now, actually, and a lot of things are now dead. Don't forget to taunt. You're right. I keep forgetting to taunt. The Emperor's gonna have my dickhole if I don't taunt enough things in his honor. Can't be having that. Kind of curious what's in these test tubes. These test tubes. Can't actually see them, but they're doing something in there. I can't see what you're doing, but I know you're in there. Yes, reminder to taunt. Yes, that's something I could stand to do more often. And also break those kinds of dead bodies. To giblets. Like you. For you specifically. See any cool secrets or anything? I feel like it's been a minute since I found a secret, so I feel like I've got one coming up. Oh yes, we have the dares as well. Good reminder, we do have the dares that are active. We've yet to achieve any of them. We're getting pretty close to level 8 starting, I think. So that one will be one where we'll have to use the bolt gun only. And of course the grav cannon, and then the Lord of Change. It's the 3 things we're watching for. But yes, we've yet to achieve any of those, so we still have several keys up for grabs when the time comes. Or there's like a warp material. That's this new sounding rod on my dick hole. Joke's on you, Meerkat, that's what I'm into. No, it is not. That sounds awful, actually. Holy shit. A psyker loses control of their power. Oh my god. So, like, it's like a fear of, like, what they could do when completely unleashed or unhinged. That sounds pretty wild. I'm guessing it's probably because they can do some fucked up shit. Protected Holy Shrine. The Bastion Defenders. I mean, I guess a lot of the places we're going to are burial sites and I mean, they said in the intro zone, right? Like, these were burial sites and holy sites and scientific research centers that were since abandoned, and cultists have taken up residence and we have to purge them. Something along those lines. I'll confess, some of the details of the intro are a little bit lost on me, but the general gist of it is that there's bad people things here. You need to unalive them forcibly. Rip open a hole. Ooh, that sound, yeah, sounds not fun, yes. But if it's Slaanesh, then it's sexy death. Is it like death by snoo snoo? Because then, I mean, if I've got to go, if that's how it's got to go down, then, well, I mean, there's worse. There are worse ways to go out. Another purge begins, my friends. This is very close combat of an area, so we'll probably do more shotguns and other assorted goodies. Not quite death by snoo snoo. Well, close enough. It's not enough to give him. It's an exalted boy. Yeah, right there, that was an instance where I need a sexier gun, and I've got a sexy gun right freaking here. It's a strength 5, and it's doing more damage, but even then, like, they got a lot of health, man. They're very healthy. They pop like a little contempt balloon with a little contempt confetti that splays out afterwards. Death by every carnal desire, every single one, all at once. I mean, it sounds sexy but overwhelming, so I think I see your point. More like dick explosion, the Hellraiser. You know, I've actually never seen the Hellraiser movies. I remember Corey, if he's still listening, I know he was going through a bunch of the Hellraiser movies a while back, but yeah, I've never seen any of them. I'm not really a big. I like horror movies a lot, but I'm really picky about horror movies, and the gore stuff does not really tickle my pickle too much, like excessive gore. I'm not like grossed out by it, but just I lose interest quickly. And I know that those movies are. I've heard they're very good, but I've heard they're extremely gory, so that's kind of where I have so far not really had much of a draw. There we go. Whip. Still got hit by that thing. What? Oh. Might still be a few stragglers. Nuclear reactor. Balance the power of the warp. When the balance fail. Alright, so that's why they just straight up like execute them to avoid things getting out of hand. Could totally see that happening. It's probably the next path to go. The purple flaming sperm. You can't unsee it. That's my fetish.jpg. That is my answer. Ooh, books. Ooh, wow, big library. Sorry for getting blood all over your fancy books, but it'll buff out. So I think there's a few hallways that go that direction. Or that not go that direction, but have that kind of appearance. Just kind of have to roll the dice and see which one takes us which way. Oh, glowy, that's cool. Glowy books. a second floor I've got to get to as well. Probably jump up, or that's where the stairs take us. Okay, let's go this way. So I probably could have got up here sooner. In fact, I bet... Yeah, this is the other little path we saw earlier, so I'll slurp those up real quick. There's the purple key, hell yes. Spawn more friends. Oh, Clevers! What's up, bud? Let's add some... Switch over to this real quick. Thank you, Clevers, for that raid. How you doing, bud? We're playing some Boltgun. This game is extremely, extremely good. If you enjoy yourself some old-time... kind of old school boomer shooter vibes, it's really good. If you like the boomer shooters or the retro revival shooters, and if you like, if you have any experience, or not even experience, any interest in Warhammer stuff, or just like the ultra violence, it's very good. It's a really solid game. Clevers, I see you were doing some Power Wash Simulator. You know, this game honestly could do to have a well, I guess Power Wash Simulator could do to have a Boltgun themed DLC or expansion or something, so that you could not mop up, but power wash away some of the messes that we're leaving in this game, because this game gets real messy, and not even the corpses I'm butchering right now, but the enemies that we're liquefying with some of these weapons. But anyway, Clevers, what are you up to tonight, bud? Oh, I know you're doing power wash, but I guess rather, how are you doing? Thank you, Jeff, for the shout out for our buddy, by the way. I appreciate you, bud. Yeah, the game is really good. If you like the Doom likes, you like the old school retro revival stuff. What I've been telling people is if this gameplay looks cool and your question and you think to yourself, I wonder if this game is good, the answer is yes. It's very good, and if you think it looks interesting to you, then you will absolutely enjoy this. I recognize not everybody likes the retro revival stuff, but if you do and it looks neat, then yeah, it's absolutely your bag of tea. Bag of tea? Cup of tea. I mean, I guess they come in tea bags too. But no, we're doing well. Yeah, Boltgun's been good. Actually, one thing I should mention, every so often I try to mention it out loud, but we do have some giveaways we're doing today. We signed up with Dare Drop, which is a cool organization, or not organization, a cool service. Actually, Clevers, you might want to know about this as well, since you yourself are a content creator. But for any fellow content creators out there who would be curious, Dare Drop is a service where you can apply for game keys to stream games they have on their site. In this case, they have Boltgun right now, and I think they also have Golf with Your Friends. What's that one? Prototype Delta, I think is what it's called. It is Proto Droid Delta. They've got some keys for that one, and a couple other games they have on their site right now. And you can either buy the game yourself or apply for a key. But regardless of which approach you go for, if you are streaming the game, you can also apply for dares, or even commit, rather, to dares, where if you accomplish certain in-game achievements, you will unlock Steam keys you can give away to your audience. So sometimes it's beat a certain boss with a certain weapon, sometimes it's find this one secret, sometimes it's something simple like beating the game. But yeah, in my case, we accepted a few of them where we need to find a certain weapon, we have to complete a certain level using a certain weapon, then we need to fight and defeat a certain enemy, which I think might be a boss. Also, I think we can leave because we have the purple key. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. As soon as I find the exit out of here. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and although we started this yesterday, I've actually yet to achieve any of our goals yet, so we still have all the keys listed in that little summary. All those keys are still available, and or rather will become available shortly once we achieve our goals. But yeah, bag of tea. I hope it's your bag of tea. Yeah, cup of tea, bag of chips, like there's probably a word for that where you kind of combine. I guess there's the word where it's called a portmanteau if you combine two words, like the beginning of one word and the end of another word. That's called a portmanteau. But if it's a phrase, you combine the beginning of a phrase and the end of another phrase. It's a little silly. Do I just jump down? Oh yeah, I guess I do. So ultimately, we need to get back to where we came from and use that sweet, sweet purple key. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I was able to get a key for this game to stream, and then yeah, you like log in with your Twitch profile, and they'll say like based on your CCV, your viewership, and how long you've had your account and how often you stream and blah blah blah, you can accept up to blank dares. So in my case, I could accept up to 3. And in some cases, you'll get keys for the game that you're playing. Like in this case, I got some Boltgun keys. I also had, there's one dare that gave us a key for Atomic Heart. I've never played Atomic Heart. I don't know much about it other than it's the thirsty robot waifu game. That's about all I know about it. But I've heard quite good things. I've heard it's quite good. So we'll have a key for that to give away as well. Even though I won't have anything to offer up myself as far as opinions of the game. Just that it's apparently pretty good. A Portman phrase. Let's go with that. I like that. Played like a book and read like a fiddle. Yep. They read me like a fiddle. One of my favorites that my buddy Robert likes to use is, we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Although you could make the argument that that phrase is legitimate. It is not a combination of two likely phrases. It is absolutely valid on its own merits. We just came from this direction. I think there's another Doa. That's the purple thingy. It might even actually be upstairs. Let's jump upstairs. Here we go. Well, maybe? There's like a terminal. Also, I feel like I must have missed some stuff up here because there's... Oh, never mind. Thought maybe there was stuff I had missed earlier. There's like a purple terminal we're looking for. I think that's the door that opens, but there's another terminal somewhere else. But, oh, top floor. It's probably top floor then. Yeah, this game is really good. I mean, the gunplay is fantastic. The movement is shockingly smooth and satisfying. You are simultaneously a juggernaut fucking beefcake badass, but you're also shockingly agile, and movement is very quick and satisfying. Solid game, man. Kind of Fallout. Yeah, that is my kind of surface level understanding as well. But also the sexy robots, yes. There's a horny fridge. So wait a second, Halberd, you're telling me that fridges aren't naturally sexy? I mean, you're pulling my leg, right? You're telling me that no one else here has a fetish for fridges? I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but I'll say you're missing out. I just have to take a moment every time to like appreciate architecture and like the background shit. It's so fucking menacing, man. I love this shit. It's so cool. The stained glass windows. Just such a juxtaposition from technology shit and the hyper brutal violence and just all this gothic pretense everywhere. I love it. Oh my, this room looks big and scary. Any other pickups? Anything like a nab? Nope, we going in. All right, purge time. Oh, it's a boss. Lord of Change. It's our first enemy. Or not our first enemy. This will be our first goal that we're trying to reach. First dare. If we can take this enemy out, we'll have our first key to give away. Ouch. I'm gonna assume that the game auto-saved. Oh, I missed. I'm so fast because we gotta get the fuck out of here, yeah. Get some distance. Oh, I lost a lot of health. Oh, it's these things. I think they have some kind of ranged attack. It's really easy to miss those things. Oh, I'm dead. This is tough. Not all fridges have AI. Alright, I'll have you know that my sexy Samsung AI smart fridge would beg to differ. I love refrigerators, that's right. Get the bird friends. I'm pretty sure we got an autosave here, and we did. an unfortunate weapon selected. Oh, I can kind of dip down some cover, which actually is refreshing. Let's do shotgun time for fly boys. I'm assuming it's not an infinite number of bad guys. There's probably waves of them associating with these big boys. So now bad guys are spawning down here. Oh, well, I thought it was. You have been chosen. So it's a bird dude. Yeah, it's a bird friend. Audio cut out a little bit there, but that's okay. Go this other way. I'm gonna see if I can get the drop on this fool and hit him with some damage. Some dammy dams. They have some kind of projectile thing that they do. Okay, so we took out a bunch of the homies. Oh, he warped. There's more ammo for that thing, which is good. Focus on that guy. Those guys are scary. There we go. So remember, I do have the grenades. In fact, I'm going to switch fancy damage doing one. There we go. Good damage. Fuck him up for a bit, but I know he's got some big damage that he does. I don't know what he does, but he does something that, like, deletes your health if he lets you get hit by it. I would rather not let that come to this if I don't. Some ammo. And you get a chainsaw. And you get a chainsaw. Bless that bullet time thing. It's so freaking satisfying. Oh boy, it's getting spicy in here. Where'd the big buddy go? Oh, here's the big buddy. I was looking for you, but you warp away. Wait, this could be SBU playing. Like an Archangel. It's pretty badass. Oh, that's the wrong weapon. Whoopsie daisy. I meant to get the shotgun. I'm actually surprised it doesn't happen more often. Ouch! Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid. He's actually leading his shots. Smart guy. Ow! Oh, that's what I don't like. Yeah, that hurts. Hurts a lot. Whatever, I don't know what he does, but he's got something that does that thing, and it hurts my face. There's big health somewhere. I just gotta find it. Nope. The wrong gun out. Here we go. There's big health. And big armor. Ouch. Get some distance, because when you're too close, it's scary. Ouch. Forgot it curves. Perfectly natural for it to have a slight curve. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's plenty normal. Some partners even prefer it. Get more health. Except there's a lot of buddies over there. Oh, is that an exalted flamer I see? And there'd be health down here. Just little giblets. Little nuggets of health and armor. I'm hearing things stomping around that I wish was not stomping around right now. And yoink. There he is, I see him. Oh, okay, I stood still for too long. That's what happens. Oh, I don't know if I should just do that. I should probably, like, tenderize you a little bit. Oh, I'm out of juice for that thing. That's good to know. No, it's not the best, but it's better than nothing. Spawning in more homies. Lucky me. Flamer's still not out. Yeah, I think whenever he makes that noise, that means he's doing that AoE attack that's really not good. Really not nice. I'll take that. Oh, here you are. Oh, it's a regular Flamer, not the exalted fancy boy. A bit low on supplies. I gotta fall down. So now that that's done. Oh, not, oh, there it goes. I should have ammo. Some stuff here. Actually. Oh, that's when he would, of course, teleport away. Oh, Jesus. Oh, when I threw the grenade. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have got so close. Oh, that hurts. Oh, shit. Gotta get some distance. Some more ammo. Oh, am I dead? Oh, it hurts so good. Need to be doing a better job of watching for that attack. I don't actually know what causes it. I don't think it's a projectile. I think it's like an AoE thing. So I need to like not be on the ground or just be standing still whenever he does that thing. I'm nice and far away now. Yeah, it's not that. Oh shit! Something snuck up on me. I think. Whew. Does not reduce. Oh, that's good. Yeah, the heavy bolter is sick, but the plasma gun's pretty good. Health and armor respawn. Oh, that's good. Health and armor do respawn. Not so much about ammo, but yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, I'm not really too worried. We were doing pretty well there. I feel like I goofed up a little bit at the end. The nice thing is we were no longer seeing the flying buddies. So some of the enemies either are limited, or maybe I had just been lucky and I hadn't seen them in a while, but it seemed like some enemies were semi-limited. I was gonna say, eventually they're gonna find where I'm at. That's good to be fairly schmoovin'. Checking my 6 every so often. Let's take this guy out. And anything standing in our way. There we go. That's what we were doing well enough last time. I wasn't taunting enough. Been screamed to death. Just shotgun for these guys. Like shooting clay turkeys, but the clay turkeys are non-man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. I think he's above me. I think I hear him like breathing heavily. He's the heavy breathing cat. That spawned some buddies. You touch my tra-la-la. My ding-ding-dong. These guys do a really good job of leading their shots, where if I'm like running away, they know how to lead their shots so it's more likely to hit me, following my trajectory. They're unfortunately smart sometimes, and I wish they were dumb. Almost got him. There we go. Got that flamer. Yeah, the exalted flamers whenever they're on screen, it's always a little scary. Anyone else nearby? Come out this way. Yes, he was above me. He was high above me. He was so lovely. Fuck, I'm gonna fall down. Or the plasma gun. Yep. Oh. Yeah, there's that. Don't like that thing. Whatever that is, I don't like it. We were saying the plasma gun's also pretty sick. Oh, am I out of plasma gun ammo? I sure am. Alright, well that explains it. Let's see how automatic this thing is. It's pretty automatic, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Pissed him off. Did pretty good damage though, so that's makes it worthwhile. I'm gonna throw some nards at him, some grenades. I'm gonna grab some health. Oh, he knew I was going for the nades. Smart guy, unfortunately. Fuck you. Pretty good damage. I was in midair. Oh shit. Thing does a lot of damage. I was in midair and he still hit me with that thing. So I think it's just something you just kind of have to tough out when he hits you with it. Yeah, it's that noise right there. That beep beep. That hit him? I think it hit him. It hit him. It's not a ton of damage, but it's sufficient. Yep. Probably gonna teleport now. Yep. He knows I've got my nades ready. Oh, I hit the wall in front of him. That's okay. That pissed him off. Oh, Crocodile really pissed him off. Fucking dead. And I saw him now. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now he's truly dead. And with that, we've accomplished our first dare. Whew, rough stuff, but we freaking got that shit. Cool fight, man. Very good stuff. Exalted Flamers. It's not blue enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not sure how to avoid it. Yeah, it's an annoying attack for sure. So once again, now that we've gotten this thing sorted out, here's the little command that has a summary. So I was just saying earlier how I have one dare that gives a key for Atomic Heart, which I know very little about, and that's the first one we actually accomplished. So I have a key for Atomic Heart to give out. So we're gonna do it this way. I had mentioned earlier that doing giveaways is a little bit tricky sometimes. If you do it where like, oh, the first person that types in the right phrase gets a thing, or the first comment I see, those are tricky because sometimes what I see on my client's side as far as the comment order is different from what you guys see. So to make it a little bit more objective is I'm gonna go to my dashboard real quick. I'm gonna add a channel point redemption. I'm gonna make it like 10 channel points, so it's not like you need a lot of channel points to be able to afford this thing. But if you're interested in a key for Atomic Heart, I'm gonna be adding a channel point redemption. I'm just gonna call it it's gonna be 10 points. I'm gonna call it redemption. Or I'll call it game key redemption, so it'll be really obvious. Let me do this, edit rewards, and I'll count it down, and I'll type up like a message in the chat to like indicate when it's live. So hopefully I'll try to make it as fair as possible. Here we go. So it's gonna be one of these things. I'm gonna make it say create a new custom reward. So It's gonna be all caps game key. Let's do it that way. All caps game key. A key, Steam key for atomic art. It's gonna be one of these. It's gonna be 10 channel points, real cheap and easy. Background color is gonna be bright ass pink. How's that sound? Bright ass pink, and the way it should be. Limit per stream. Yes. Limit per stream is gonna be 1. Only one of these things is gonna be redeemable. And then I think that is it. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'll hit the button in the chat, or I'll hit the button to create the redemption, and then I'll type, I'll type "it is available" in all chat, or in all caps into the chat. I think that is all set. So, I think I've got it all set up now. I think we're all set. All right, so I'm gonna count it down, and again, consider the fact that there is a stream delay of a couple seconds, so it will become available just a couple seconds before you hear me count it down. Watch the chat though for me to indicate once it's up. And here we go. I'm gonna count it down. Coming in hot in 3, 2, 1. Bam! There we go. So it should be available. And Koala gets it. All right, Koala. So the way it's gonna work is that I'm gonna get you the key. I think it'll probably happen tomorrow. So the way it works is that I will go back and clip me defeating the boss, or maybe save it as a highlight. Send it to the Airdrops folks, and then they will in turn give me the key. So Koala, I got you covered. We'll get you the stuff, and thank you for playing along, bud. It froze, Albert. I'm sorry, bud. The good news is that there's more opportunities. We have 3 more game keys for Boltgun to give away. So Koala's gonna get the sexy robot waifu game, the sexy AI fridge, Samsung smart fridge game. But yeah, there's Boltgun in our future. So that is good. So congrats to Koala. It's actually my first time doing a giveaway on stream before. I've never like gone out of my way to like buy up a bunch of extra games or like extra game keys. I guess come to think of it, I do have a number of extra game keys from humble bundles over the years, that kind of thing. So I guess if nothing else, like we could always do more of this kind of thing in the future. But yeah, the dare drop thing was too good to pass up because I like the fact that it's a little bit more more conditional upon like me accomplishing things, and I appreciate that they make the service available to streamers and whatnot, to content creators. Can redeem a draw? Yeah, we only have the 1 key for Atomic Heart. So once one person redeems it, it means there's no other keys available for that particular instance. But like I said, we'll have more keys for Boltgun available soon, because the way the dares are going to work going forward, right here. So of course the one about defeating the Lord of Change, which is the last one, the 3rd one there, that one is no longer up for grabs. But once I find the Grav Gun, that's going to give us 2 keys for Boltgun. And then once I complete Chapter 1 Level 8, which is coming up pretty soon actually, that will give us even a 3rd key for Boltgun to give away. So again, limited quantities, only a handful of keys. It's not much. I wish I could have accepted more dares, but the honest fact of the matter is that yeah, there was only so many that I could accept, given that, you know, I'm not a super big time streamer person. So because my viewership is, you know, I'm all right. You know, we do all right here. We're I think generally speaking in like the top like 1.5 or 2% of like overall when it comes to Twitch channels and whatnot. So, you know, we do okay, and that means we were able to accept a number of keys, a number of dares. But yeah, it's based on a number of things. It's based on how often you stream, your viewership, probably other metrics. But yeah, they determine how many dares you're able to accept once you log in with your Twitch account. In the meantime, though, I'm assuming that was probably the end of the fight. I probably don't really need to look around for more stuff. I do like finding secrets, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and think that was probably the final fight for this level. This was the Forbidden Knowledge level. I don't remember what the name of level 8 looks like, but I think I'll know when I see it. Actually, for that matter, where the heck do I go now? Let's go down this way. Oh, some Klonoa. Yo. That's right. That's right, Jet. Yeah, Jet, you're my Klonoa expert. Because yeah, when they made the announcement for the remake of those old school Klonoa games, Jet was on those things on day one, and Jet actually gifted me a copy of of that game. I think it's a remake of 1 and 2, Klonoa 1 and 2. And like Jet was saying, we're hoping that it means that the devs might consider making more, making more of those games. Wouldn't that be nice? But we'll see. We'll see how things look. Things shake out. I could have a bajillion Klonoa keys. Everyone will play it. It'll be like mandated that people will play it. It's kind of like in school how there are certain books that are considered required reading. Klonoa should be considered required gaming. Let's go back this way. I feel like there maybe was something else I walked past. All the achievements. Yeah, and 2 streams. That's right. I remember you powered through it real quick. Because I don't think those are particularly short games. I'm pretty sure those were like power gaming sessions on your part, Jet. Power through that shit like a boss. Let's go up again. I almost wonder if there was a thing I walked past unknowingly. No government's gonna tell me what to read. What about what games to play? What about what government is gonna tell you what games to play? Actually, I don't even know if those kinds of things are government mandated. I thought that was more the school district. Of course, the school district gets government funding, obviously, so I guess that's kind of how it all ends up. Maybe I go out the way I came? Did I get a key? Oh, maybe I got a... Well, let's think about this. I have a purple... No, we had to use a purple key to get into here. So it's not like we got a key that we're gonna use. Oh, this is open. There we go. There's the exit. Here we go, baby. Paltry 2 secrets, man. That's nothing. Okay, here's the big one. So this is the level where, per the daily we've accepted, this is level 1 or chapter 1, level 8. I remember this name. The name of this level is the one we're looking at. So this is the level where I have to complete the entire level using only the Boltgun, the Chainsword, grenades, and whatever custom Boltgun ammo power-ups we find. So no plasma, no shotgun, and no heavy bolter. The CDC can't make you play Fortnite. There you go. No matter how many skins they put in it. Yeah, maybe that's what they gotta do. They gotta put, like, educational skins, like Abraham Lincoln and George Washington into the game. Alright, Boltgun. Boltgun is the name of the game and the name of the weapon we're using here. Make sure we don't have auto-swap turned on. That's a fair point. I don't think there was an option for auto-swap. It'd be under controls, right? Or maybe just gameplay. Accessibility, maybe. Of course, if you wanted to, there is invulnerability. If you wanted to, there's unlockable levels. There's like other ways to do it, obviously. So yeah, I think we're probably okay. Just in case, yeah, which would be a little bit tricky. I'll just have to be kind of astute to watch for that kind of stuff. Although this game is usually pretty generous with ammo drops and that kind of thing. Also, big cool warpy shit. Look at that. Oh, it's all shiny too. Again, if they want this to distract me so I look at the cool shinies and then get bodied by bad guys, and it's working. Strength is 4, which is still pretty respectable, actually. Strength of the bolt gun is quite legit. Whoa. Oops. There we go. Yeah, getting these guys with the melee is a little bit scrungy sometimes. Oh, yeah. There we go. We got one of them. There we go. That's what's up. I just like how this all looks, man. It looks so cool. Such a cool effect. So now finding those magazines of Boltgun ammo are going to be very helpful. Like that's the gun I've been kind of using the least lately, ever since we get all these shiny new fancy weapons. I don't know what this is doing to my bit rate as I look at all this, and yeah, pixely it looks. Also, portals, oh my. I don't know if that's popping out of a portal somewhere. So that's probably how we're going to be navigating this level then, is by jumping into portals and seeing where they lead. All this temporal shenanigans going down. Thing on the other side? Nope, and I cannot make that jump. Nor would I even want to try. Whoa, that's a cool effect. My goodness, that's dope. That's cool. And this looks incredible. Look at that shit, man. Isn't that cool? Wowee. I'm getting some Castlevania vibes, and partly because these look like bats in the distance, but this is cool AF. But to spawn some friends. So he spawned many friends by chainsawing a dead guy right there. Chainsawed his corpse. I think this is the final level in chapter 1. And there's 3 chapters total, so this is more or less the 1/3 through the game. A point, I'm pretty sure. We are getting a little bit low on ammo, but there's a shotgun, actually, not quite the same thing. Oops. Should be looking for opportunities for chain sorting, except I'm pretty low on health, so maybe I shouldn't be doing it quite so much. See that flamey boy. Oh, it's the exalted flamer. Oh boy. All right, that's gonna be where we're gonna use the grenades. Whoa! 2 of them. Using all my grenades on these mofos, and it works. He's not dead, but it hurt him a lot. Oh no! Shit. So we were just talking about that. Let's we'll just reload the autosave. Let's do that. I don't have to reset the whole level, but just the autosave. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's economical. Yeah, you even warned me, Silver T. You're like, or Silver Inch. You were like, be careful about that, Alex. Now I was like, yeah, we'll be fine. All the more reason to be extra careful, especially when I'm in the middle of a fight. I can see the numbers are getting low. That's when I'll have to be a little bit careful about these things. But yeah, that's why it's good to just have. In fact, I might even just want to manually save myself every so often. Make sure we have some safety zones to go back to. They crash and burn, explode. Ouch. So we're gonna do another one of those because it worked out so well earlier. These guys, right. Big damage on that fool. I think that's probably enough, right? It still hurt a lot, but we got that guy. One more where that came from. Always go back and get another grenade if that was deemed necessary. I'm acutely aware I have 10 bullets left. Ouch. Okay, time for chainsaw. Actually gonna keep this out. Got his ass, and then... Oh my god, so many flamey boys. I'm gonna like kind of run around a bit. This actually is gonna be pretty tough. I was thinking the ammo is gonna be plentiful enough where I wouldn't have to worry too much. course, I don't have to kill everything. I just need to, like, finish the level. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, look at that. It's like the game heard my plights. It said, don't worry, Alex, we got you covered. So the flamers are what I'm more worried about. They're regular flamers, not exalted, though. So actually, that's not so bad. Looks scary. Oops. Can I reach him from here? Yes, I can. Oh, but I like fell out of it. I fell off. I fell off plus ratio plus Rip Bozo. Okay. Still pick up all this stuff even though I have no use for this extra ammo. This non-bolt gun ammo. Although I will admit, I will admit I do kind of miss the heavy bolter. That heavy bolter is really good. Makes me appreciate what the gun brings to the table. What all the guns bring to the table, really. It's forced scarcity. It's like I'm forced to do it, like I'm held at gunpoint, but it's a challenge I'm ready for. I wouldn't have accepted this had I not been ready to accept exactly what it entailed. Of course, I didn't know how hard this game was, but I'm not afraid. Good times for chainsaws to happen. And I have no grenades, by the way. That is a thing I do need to be aware of. Suddenly grenades are going to be much more useful. They're already very useful, but even more so now. And also infighting. At least I think that's what's happening here. No, I think he's just stuck. Okay, what if I get him to attack his buddy? I get some friendly fire to happen. Literal friendly fire, given that it's fire attacks. Again, there'd be like a spread shot that he could reach. Just left. And there's something called the melt-a-gun. I'm gonna assume it is a gun that melts. Melts very well. I'm curious what the grav cannon is. I'm guessing it's something real big and juicy. Flamer's done. You would think that with those slow-moving projectiles they throw, because they're slow-moving, you would think they'd be easier to get around, but sometimes the fact that they're slow is what makes them kind of tricky. It's kind of odd how that works out sometimes. Yeah, with this kind of limitation, I do have to play a little bit smarter. Melts health bars. I mean, we've seen some weapons that do that pretty effectively, but I will definitely take your word that we got some more fun toys ahead of us. I mean, this game seems like it is very much about the power trip. Giving you weapons rather than just delete bad guys. And good guys too if you're not careful. They'll delete you and everything around you if you're not careful. This thing's cool. It's evil. I'm assuming it's evil. This menacing looking thing. Spawn more friends, we sure did. Ouch. It's not quite what I wanted to go for, but sure. Oh, but that actually put me in a bit of a bad spot. Oh, I still got hit by it, that's okay. Be looking more, should be like trying to see if I can get the drop on these guys a little bit better. Well, it's kind of hard to get the drop when I have the low ground, but still, like, see them sooner. Oops. Screen's doing like the red thing. Oh, alright, there you are, I see you. Oh, they got my ass, damn. Use their mass against them, that sounds cool. Oh man, it's all the way back here. So I'm gonna have to get real tricky then. about doing manual saves. I was hoping there was an autosave that happened sooner, but the game is probably expecting us to be a little bit less dying frequently. So I will need to be a little bit smart about this. Because yeah, 9 times out of 10 I can just kind of let the game do autosaves for me, and it works out pretty well. But in this case, I have non-standard needs. The fly buddies. Yeah, they're really good though. Crushing them from within, badass. Bigger the juicier. Built something right there, apparently. Yeah, get them both in here. Ouch. There we go. Ouch. 74 health. Oh, you're up here. Yes, I am able to hit you. Very good. Gonna spawn some buddies. Gonna bounce around. There we go. Cool. I don't have a ton of ammo left, but I think we'll have just enough for this little exchange. There we go. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, we're in a pretty good place, generally speaking. I'm going to go and do a manual save here. Be sure. Yes, that did work good. Now that I've learned that we can't rely too much on the autosaves. Shotgun for the blue horde. I do love using the shotgun, but for this level, we do need to only use the bolt gun. The reason is it's for the dare, one of the dares we have. So yeah, the bolt gun's great. And all the other weapons are great, but in this particular case, yeah, we are a little bit hamstrung. Yeah, exactly. So that makes it a little bit extra challenging. Because, I mean, normally, yeah, the shotgun just cleaves through those blue boys exceptionally well. And actually, I had not truly appreciated the fact that even a single vanilla bolt gun bullet will dispense the blue boys. I thought they took a few shots from this thing. To Papa, there we go. Which does make things a little bit easier, knowing that it's not quite as much of a requirement as I thought it would be. Whereas here, we have no more nades. Not that we really need them here. It's a very busy, small interior area, but the flamers are the most annoying thing. They are annoying for sure, but they're not as dangerous as the Exalted boys. Was that some infighting? I don't think it was, actually. Oh, come on, there we go. Lunar Waffles, this is Doom, but big and sci-fi and metal. It's very good. Very, very good. Try and do hard to be cool. I think this game succeeds at being cool. You kidding me? I love this game. It is kind of late 90s edgelordy, but I mean, that's Warhammer 40k for you, so I think that's to be expected to a degree. And of course, we gibbed him. He lost all of his giblets and he could not spawn the little friends. Which is good for us. I'm gonna do a save right here because this next vertical area is a little bit tricky. Yeah, it does a very good job. What's up, Liquid Ice? Good to see you, bud. Welcome back, my friend. We're playing more Boltgun. It's real good. And if I beat this level, I will, with only the Boltgun and the chainsword and grenades, then we'll have two, not one, but two extra Steam keys of this great game to dole out to viewers. So I'll be doing a little giveaway. That'll be good. I'm getting fired upon. They're raining shit down upon me. Goodness gracious. Some great balls of fire. Ouch. Where are you? Show yourself. Got his ass. There we go. Some more where that came from, and they like to drop in with shots before I can really see them too well. I think I just saw movement up there for a minute there. Is there a map? I don't think there is an in-game map for this game, which does set it apart a little bit from other Doom likes and Quake likes and other games kind of this nature, because usually the boomer shooters do have mini maps or some kind of map you can consult. This game does not have that. So usually it's not too bad, but there are some levels that are kind of non-linear that do make it a little bit hard. But most of the levels are fairly straightforward, with a couple exceptions. There's a level a little bit earlier we were saying it was a little bit tricky to navigate, and some people did have to use, or did take a while to figure out when they played through it, that it was the level before the boss fight. No, Meerkat said it took him a little while to find where to go. But for the most part, we haven't gotten lost too much, and if I do get lost, it's usually only for a couple minutes, so it's not too bad. The charge ability, it kills. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, I never use it, admittedly. It's a little bit clunky. Like, it takes me a while to like kind of set up for it, that kind of thing. I'm guessing you just charge into an enemy and you probably don't have to click anything else. Like, let's try it here. Wow, that is pretty cool. So you're right, that is good if I need to like power through a group of things as opposed to you know, wanting to melee a single entity. The chainsaw, yeah, the slow motion, exactly. Modern games look worse on low settings than older games did with the only settings they had. I mean, this game is very clearly intentionally going for the kind of retro revival and meaning to look old kind of approach. Look at this thing. A vortex grenade? Oh shit. Oh, double shit. Oh, I shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing this. And then I should be doing this. There we go. So a vortex grenade. I'm guessing that's something that's like extra fancy. I have one of those puppies. And getting this thing brought in a lot of big boys. And we got his ass. We got some extra armor as a result. But, yeah, modern games on, like, especially, like, when the modern, like, for modern games when the settings are turned down really low, because, yeah, the textures start to get blurry, the polygons start to look sharp and unsmoothed, and, yeah, I mean, just in a general sense, some games can start to look less good when the settings are turned down, and in some cases some games will just not age well visually or otherwise as the years go by. I mean, I think there's a lot to be said about certain sprite-based games like Castlevania Symphony of the Night or Secret of Mana or Chrono Trigger that look quite nice, and I mean, yeah, they were limited presentations, but they did a pretty good job with what they had, versus like early 3D games. Like, it's kind of easy to shit on them, but games like Ocarina of Time, great game, but I mean, visually it doesn't look, you know, amazing. Mario 64, I mean, it looks okay just because it kind of like makes everything look like a toy. You know, kind of has that kind of childlike approach, but then you go back even more, or not even back, but like even forward even a little bit more, and like looking like early GameCube titles or PS1, PS2 titles. Some of those have not aged very gracefully. But it's subjective, obviously, because some of those games, I think, do interesting things with their presentations. Like Silent Hill 1 did some really cool stuff with its presentation that was very unique for its time, and I think holds up pretty well. It's not perfect, but I think the kind of muddy quality of the visuals kind of adds to the experience. If it was too clear and too pristine, it would kind of fall apart a little bit. So that might be where a secret is, by the way. So yeah, so I don't really mind it too much when a game has, you know, less than perfect visuals, or even visuals that have not aged well. Because to me, it's just part of the experience. Like how when I stomped on the lights, it went out. It's kind of cool. What's here? There's nothing here. Unless I'm looking for something. Ooh, another secret. What in the world? I like walked into here and blood just fell from the... What the heck? Brains are leaking from the ceiling. This game looks good. Yeah, I think this game looks very, very good, and it's leaning very heavily into the, again, like the retro revival stuff. But I think that is to its benefit. He says, "Attention." Where this room is, I see the bloody skulls. I see the brains and skull pieces and vertebrae slices. Mouse and keyboard. Yeah, I'm using mouse. This is what the old games look like. I mean, to a degree, this is like a souped up version of what Doom and Quake look like, because I mean, this has a lot more very pretty particle effects, and of course it's widescreen, and it's a lot. I mean, Doom was pretty fast, but I mean, this is like a full 3D experience, and there's like there's like interesting shading effects going on with the warpy stuff. So it's definitely harkening back to the Doom likes, but it's also like it's like a Doom like on crack with the visuals, especially the visuals. So it's not, for me at least, it's not quite a one-to-one of like, it's like inspired by other games, but it's to me it's doing enough of its own thing where it's quite effective. There's a pink horror. What is this one? Oh Jesus! I think I got hit by that laser thing. Like, they can't get through the door, can they? Oh, they can, or kind of. Not just in one direction, though. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Fall into my chainsaw, please. Please and thank you. Oh, Jesus. I was gonna say, I think I'm hearing more noises spawning in above me. This is before I make that jump over yonder. Trying to set this up. Oh, I just kind of went right over them, but that's fine. There we go. Okay, so now we're all set. I'm probably gonna save before we go into this portal here. Turn the graphics down on some modern games. They'll look a little silly, yeah. I mean, of course, a lot of those games are they're made with the expectation that people will be playing on pretty high settings. So like that's kind of the default that they just assume for most people that play them. Like they'll be being played by hardcore gamers that have the hardcore gaming machines that have great graphics cards and great CPUs. Like that's kind of the assumption. So yeah, like they're just, it's not that they didn't play test them to look to like handle okay on the lower settings, but it's like there was clearly less attention put into how the lower settings are going to handle overall, or how like the overall presentation will go, because they just figure, well, most gamers, if they want to play our game, they'll have the best of the best, or they'll be willing to shell out the money to like install the best hardware, like the best graphics card, that kind of thing. It's kind of like an assumption I think a lot of devs kind of fall into, for better or for worse. Definitely for the AAA stuff. Boltgun upgrades is a big one, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty nice. I think we still got, it's still strength 5, so yeah. Oh, I guess, actually, that's not just it. It's not just a one-time thing. I think that's for the rest of the level. So yeah, that'll make the rest of this a lot more doable just for the rest of the level, honestly. I know the upgrades don't carry over into subsequent levels, but for this level, we'll be all set. Also, we have full grenades, including the vortex grenade. I'm gonna save that for some instance where we see like a big scary group of enemies. I don't know what the vortex grenade's gonna look like, but I'm guessing it's gonna do really cool things to potentially large groups of baddies. So we'll have to save it for a rainy day and know it when it happens. Is it this? Nah, these guys are pretty small. We're talking like the big boys. Yeah, that was actually really cool. Thanks for reminding me about the charge. That charge is actually quite sick and very economical too. Oh, Jesus. Because it took out a lot of things for free. You're in the warp zone. Yeah, I mean that explains kind of the visuals and like the little teleports we're going through, that this is like the little warp areas. Is there a double jump? No, or at least not that I've found yet. Maybe there might be one later on, but so far there is not. Oh yeah, they have 200 gigabytes to install for a game. Sure, yeah. And it's not just game developers. I mean, I've been doing a lot of research for hardware because I have ambitions to replace my CPU and my hard drive, my graphics card pretty soon. And one thing that I've seen a lot of people lament lately is how like there's kind of this expectation where like, oh, gamers won't mind getting like a really juicy power supply and a really powerful heatsink or cooling solution, because CPUs run real hot now and graphics cards take a lot of juice now, much more so than they did a couple years ago even. And a lot of hardware manufacturers are like, well, that's not really our problem. I mean, that's, you know, that's we're gonna advertise these like really sexy speeds, and you can get those speeds, but you have to really have like the ancillary hardware to be able to handle it, because otherwise, yeah, your shit's gonna overheat. You're not gonna be able, you have to lower the voltage, you have to lower the performance. So it's just kind of it's an unfortunate combination of marketing showing like, oh yes, here are the speeds advertised, here's what this thing can perform at, along with like maybe it's even like a disconnect from those like in charge of like engineering the parts themselves, where it's like, yeah, here's where it can run, but here's what we comfortably would recommend it. But marketing gets the wrong idea and they're advertising the less sustainable stuff. Also, that's a good find. Nurgle might be green instead. We've seen a number of Nurgles, and they were usually like little peach flavored fellas, but keep an eye out for the green boys as well. A lot of little demon friends around here. There sure are. That was kind of a waste, but it looked really cool. Oh boy. That's what I was hoping to do. Somebody used the other grenade type, but I pressed the wrong button, but that's okay. I wanted to use the other grenade type. Ooh, it's you. You know what? It's okay. In that case, I'm glad I didn't use it. You guys. A lot of hits to bring down. Of course, we're doing a lot more damage now. Oh, is there some infighting? There was not infighting. I was hoping there was. I saw him damage his homie, but it was not enough. That should be enough to finish him, right? Finish him. Yeah, there we go, baby. It gives lots of trinkets. Lots of shinies. Still at full health, which is nice. Out of grenades, except for the big one. We still have the big one. Doing okay on ammo, but we could be doing a lot more gooder. Some more grenades. I'm gonna switch over to those. The less end game levels. I was gonna say I heard noises, but I didn't see anything immediately. So yeah, I'm gonna throw one of these down. Oh, it like bounced off, and that's unfortunate. Actually, okay, yeah, it is an instant kill. It damages, but it's not an instant kill. Yeah, took a number of them out. There's any kind of AoE, I'll take what I can get because I don't have a lot of that right now. 3 shots left. Be very economical. Yeah, because the chain sword is really hard to use against these guys because they're very wimbly bimbly. Except on the right ground floor like that, which is perfect. Oh, here's one. You're right. I was walking by some of them, wasn't I? Yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's see if there's any more that I missed. Got another one of the crack grenades. Like that. Bloop. No longer at full health, but still doing okay. So yeah, grenades are kind of at a premium right now. As our bolt gun ammo, as I'm finding more and more. Of course, it's a video game rule. If you find a door you can't open, what you have to do is you have to melee it first before doing anything else. That's just how it works. Will those do me any good? So nice of them to leave all this health out for me. It's like for me specifically, right? Heard more noises, by the way, which makes me a little bit nervous. They sure like those flyboys. And like Silverend pointed out, yeah, this could be like Z-inch. Is that if how you pronounce it? This might be Z-inch's domain in particular, just because there's a lot of the flyboys everywhere. Those screamers everywhere. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I don't want you to bounce off that like that. I think if I just chainsaw you, you will not summon a new friend. See you coming at me, fam, but it's not gonna happen for you, bud. Just a regular old Chaos Marine, but now that we got the weapon upgraded, we're actually in pretty good shape to take these guys on. And you drop Boltgun ammo, that's so nice. It's a big man, big Terminator man. $20 and a 2E. Oh, didn't kill him, but it killed his buddy somehow. From downtown. He dropped a nade, that's so nice. You're not my guy, pal. I'm not your buddy, guy. Actually have a lot of Boltgun ammo. We were very economical in that conflict, in that encounter. Look at us being the efficient gamers. Also dropped a grenade. That makes me extremely happy. That's probably the way to go next. Wonder if this is gonna be one of those areas where there's like little secrets underneath, like little ledges kind of hidden underneath these bridges. Where you wouldn't normally look in those spaces, but that's where they're being sneaky. I don't think I've found a single secret yet. Oh, except, no, I guess their grenade was a secret. There's a few of the other things we found. Well, you know what? I got a few extras. Why the hell not? There we go. Turn them into a nice slimy paste and we all Gucci. Just gotta take a moment to appreciate how cool this place looks, man. I love this. There we go. It did autosave, by the way, which is nice. I did see that. More screamy boys. Probably more where that came from. I get the impression it's going to be a real vertical spot right here. Also, we might have a lot more portals in our future. Now you're thinking with portals. Wowee. This reminds me of... There's a really cool Quake 1 level pack. It's like a modded level pack where a bunch of different mod makers, or I guess level map makers, we'll say, contributed to this mod pack, and it's fairly well known. Like, a lot of people who were into the Quake 1 and the Quake 1 dev scene know about it. The name of this mod pack escapes me, but it has a lot of levels like this. Lots of portals, lots of kind of reality bending shit. Again, you see these kinds of walkways going all over the place, like an MC Escher painting. It's very cool, and I like it a lot. Kind of reality warping. It's very, very appropriate, given that this is all about madness and chaos and all that other jazz. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I do like it. Yeah, the sideways statues and the fragmented walkways and it's all just a mishmash of nonsense, and I love it. So we could go through this portal here. Or we could continue. So there's a portal up here as well. So we can make this jump. We have a couple options. This portal looks more regal, more formal. Let's take the portal potentially less traveled. I will save before I yeet myself forward with reckless abandon. Whoa, upside down. Awesome. So the gravity does maintain. I think, you know, the gravity that we have here does persist. It's not like the portals change gravity or anything. Kind of makes sense. Let's go this one instead. So it's gonna be a lot of trial and error, most likely. Whoops. Love that transition, by the way. Got the right one this time. Only one other portal. Just assuming bad guys are gonna respawn around me, but they have not yet. There we go. So we're ascending more and more. At least I think that's what we're doing. Are we ascending? Well, we're doing something. Because we're definitely in a different place. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto. Look at that. There's like mirrored portals. That's cool. Yeah. Ooh, almost went right off. Extra materials. They're giving us a lot of grenades that I have no way of using yet, at least. Woo, kathump. So this is fine. A little non-standard, but it works. Maybe. Continue that way. Actually, hold on. See this? I think maybe I'm supposed to jump across that. Yeah, I think that's where we're supposed to go. Let's explore around a little bit, but I think we know where we need to go next. I could potentially jump into this portal. Maybe against my better judgment. Now what happens? Do we die? We're like dead? No, they just respawn us. Okay. So. I don't exactly know where to respawn. Oh, this might be at the beginning, I think. Yes. No. Yes? I don't. Yeah, yeah, this is the beginning. I do recognize this. Hope you like that transition, because we're going to be seeing it a whole lot over the next couple minutes. Straightaway path. And then the next one is where it gets weird. Whoop! Actually, we weren't supposed to fall down this one. Although I am curious what other options we have. Most places are not Kansas. Correct. There are more places that are not Kansas than there are that are Kansas. Not to be confused with Arkansas, which looks like it would be Arkansas, but it is not. Am I going backwards? I think I might be going backwards. Whoop! Oh, here we go. This is the way we wanted to go. So I went through a forbidden portal last time. Again, I kind of want to, you know, challenge expectations and go through the forbidden portals. Even though I think they all lead to ruin. What if one of them leads to something really cool, though? Whoa! Like, that's really cool. But it led us back to the beginning, so yeah, it's... My sensibility is telling me that it's not wise to waste our time doing this. But like, but we don't know. Like, we don't know where it leads. It's the not fear of the unknown, the glory of the unknown. Of all places, everything is either Kansas or not correct. Yeah. You are either inside of Kansas or you are not inside of Kansas. It cannot be both. It's an exercise in quantum mechanics. Kansas edition. So if I were to follow what the game clearly wants me to do, we would jump over here to this blood ritual. Jump down here to this blood ritual. And then see if there's anything back here. Probably not. That's clearly what the game wants you to do with the little markings they gave you. So they know what's up. But there could be what? That's what I keep coming back to. There could be another... What if there's another strength upgrade that raises our bolt gun to strength 6? Which would make this achievement dare thingy even more fancy schmancy. Ooh, speaking of fancy schmancy. Don't mind if I doodly do. Give me that Kraken upgrade. Yes, let's get crack-a-lackin'. Thought I checked that little ledge. It's another little blood icon right there. That's clearly what the game wants us to do. Again, I like to check around, but that's very much a dead end. Now, I bet we do drop in this one. Glory of the unknown sounds like a heretic thing. No, I'm talking about glory holes, Liberty. Just to be clear, we're talking about glory holes. Like, I'm sticking my dick into something. I don't know what's gonna come out of it, but Lord knows I'm sticking my dick in something. Good enough for me, I suppose. Oh my, I see a lot of skulls. Is it time to, like, whip out the fancy big suck grenade, whatever it's called, vortex grenade? The big suck grenade? And this man right here, Inquisitor. Come on, Inquisitors like glory holes, right? Come on, there's no way I'm alone on this one. Ooh. What was that, skull friend? I heard you pipe up. We haven't had any combat for a minute. I think our skull friend might be getting a little bit lonely. Got save. Bloop. There we go. Big room. Oh, I think it's the same big room as earlier. Whoa. Just a different side of it. Took you half an hour, Liberty. Yeah. I mean, you saw what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was like fuck around and find out and explore and like take a bunch of the forbidden portals. I really wanted to grind it out, but I started to kind of get the impression like we could be here all day and well, or all night, I guess in my case, because I have to get to bed at a reasonable hour. We were either gonna be here all night or I was just gonna check a bunch of portal. Well, we're gonna be here all night, or there was going to be nothing worthwhile. Like, I kind of got the impression that maybe there were secrets. Oh, it is a purge, I see. Maybe there were gonna be secrets, maybe not. It was hard to say, and it just wasn't worth grinding it out. So, but you understood, you know, the desire I was striving for. But yeah, it was just a matter of kind of looking for little indicators that the devs had put in for us. That was kind of what gave it away for us. Sorcerer, that's new. Got a lot of health. So I can jump down. I don't have to be like super strict about this. You have grenades. I should not be afraid to use them. Maybe the vortex should be used on him. You know what? Yeah, let's fucking try it. Let's see what this vortex thing does. Let's give him the big suck. He's over there. And he goes, and of course, it's some more friends. Have fun, buddy. It landed right at his feet. Perfect. Slurping his health. Oh my god, that's perfect. So it did a lot of damage. Didn't kill him outright, but really messed him up. So yeah, vortex grenades get shit done, man. Oops. Can I take portals that lead me to different parts of the battlefield? I sure can. That was satisfying. Oh, it's an exalted fella. I should tenderize him a little bit more. Whoops, I didn't mean to go through the portal. Whoa, Jesus. Going all over the place. We're balling out of control. Ooh, that hurt. There we go. Woo, fell down. We never actually finished off the sorcerer friends. We'll need to pay him a little visit. Oh, it didn't kill him with that. Almost killed me though. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. I like that. Oh, he's summoning more homies. All the more reason for us to finish his ass off. I have more grenades with his name on it. Kind of shrugged that one off, didn't he? It's nearly done, so... Whoa, don't like that. Fuck you! Yes! Oh, he broke free, but we got his ass. Keep going, keep going, keep going! That was awesome. That was extremely satisfying. Just a matter of following the, yeah. Well, that's the thing though, they're pretty easy to miss. Those little red markings. The fact that they were red was good, but it's dark enough. I mean, you kind of have to like, to pay pretty close attention to the, you know, the, what do they call it? The architecture or the architectural storytelling. Yes, yeah, sorcerers, man, they were pretty fucking wild though. Parry the dude, that was so good. Yeah, I love we went for the melee finish. I was like, we could throw more nades or we could chainsword his ass. That was so satisfying. Got all the kills, baby? Yes, sir. Got all the kills, got a good chunk of secrets. Took us 40 minutes. Could have been worse, honestly, could have been worse. And that means we have the second dare complete, which means we get not one, but 2 game keys to award out. So, give me 1 sec. We're going to award those out momentarily. Or at least, well, I'll clarify. I actually can't give the keys tonight. You won't be able to install it tonight, but I will have you on deck for me to DM you the keys once I get them from Dare Drop. So, I'm gonna go back to my, whoops, back to my dashboard. And again, we're gonna have 2 keys to give, well, hold on, let me double check. I think it's 2 keys, right? Or is it 1? Let me see if I misspoke. I find the grav can. Oh shit, okay, I'm sorry. Only one key. The grav can is the one that's worth 2 bolt gun keys, so I misspoke. And yeah, so yeah, chapter 1, level 8, we get 1 bolt gun key. Okay, so 1 bolt gun key to give away. So if you do not have this game, and you would like your chance at getting a key for this game, a free Steam key for this game, then pay very close attention, because what's going to happen is that we're going to put in, I'm going to restock the game key redemption, channel point redemption. It's going to cost 10 channel points, so you don't need a lot of channel points to do this. If I go into edit rewards, and add a new one, actually I'll probably just restock the original one. I'll change the category, or not category, the description to say for Boltgun. Okay, so it's going to be 10. Let's do it this way. gonna do it this way. So I'm actually, so I'm setting it to 2. I'm hoping that it counts the redemption that happened earlier. So if for whatever reason me doing this update refreshes the maximum allowed number of redemptions, and it does allow 2, I'll only take the first person that redeems it, of course. So anyway, so it's going to be a channel point redemption called Game Key in all caps. It'll be bright pink. It's worth 10 channel points. Can't miss it. I will count it down, but as always, there is a stream delay on Twitch by a couple of seconds. So listen to me saying it, but pay more attention to the chat because you'll see it pop in the chat first. And then what you'll want to do is you want to go into the channel point redemptions, click the Game Key 1 and hit enter, or hit the submit button. And if you're quick enough, you'll be able to get the key redeemed, and we'll be able to give you... And like I said, what I'll need to do is I'll need to go back and save the level we just completed. I'll save the highlight for it, send it to the game drop folks, the dare drop folks, and then they will give me the actual game key. So I'll probably get to the actual key itself within a day or 2, I'm guessing. So anyway, here we go. So I'm going to hit the update button in a moment here, and I'm going to say... key is available in the chat in all caps. So I'm going to count it down, watch the chat, and also be ready to check the channel point redemptions. Here we go, friends. Coming in hot in 3, 2, 1. Bam. And it should be available. And Straight Halo gets it. So Straight Halo, I got you. What I'm going to do is I got a note for you to get Boltgun. Koala gets Atomic Heart. And if anybody else is interested and you're sad that you didn't get your own game key, like I said, there's 2 more they're going to be doling out, but that will have to happen next time. It is pretty late here. We're going to wrap it up here. The next stream of this game will actually be tomorrow. I usually do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and I plan to stick to it. So at the rate things are going, we'll probably get to the grav gun, I'm assuming at least, probably next time, probably tomorrow, and that's where we'll do all of our final dare drop giveaway. Once the grav gun is found and the final dare is reached. And then of course I'll continue the playthrough. We'll go ahead and finish the playthrough after we find the grav gun. But yeah, this game is really cool. I maybe could potentially see if I could even accept more dares. But I think once you've completed your dares, I don't think you can like suddenly go for more unless they add more to their like available to their available cache of keys. I'll maybe check their website, see if there's more, but I think for now I would just assume that, yeah, probably just these 3 dares are the ones that we'll have available. But yeah, so that's we're gonna wrap it up for the night, my friends. Let's go ahead and close the game. I think we auto-saved the Corrupted Canyon. We did beat Chapter 1. We got the little cutscene and everything, so we'll continue into Chapter 2 next time. And let's quit to desktop. And yeah, we're going to find a raid target. So thank you for joining in. Thank you to Clever's Endeavors for the very nice raid. It was very generous. Our buddies over at Goat Quest Raid gave us a really generous raid yesterday as well. So we've had a lot of nice folks giving us raids.